Hey, how's it going, Cindy? This is Devin from SEO Dallas, Texas, and I spoke to Lenny. I'm just making this quick free custom video to show you 3 easy ways that you can beat your competition online starting today. And I know you're thinking, why are you making me this video? The reality is really simple. I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners out there that are spending all their time running their business. They don't have the time to learn how to make the internet work for them and bring in more customers. The only thing holding them back from hiring a marketing company is not knowing who is an expert and who is not an expert. So I found that by making these free attack plans and giving them out for free, that there's a lot of business owners who still at the end of the day end up raising their hand and go, you know what, I like you, Devin, just do this for me. So if you do want me to handle this for you, by all means, just give me a call, we can chat. If you want to take this free information and handle it yourself, that's okay too. Without further ado, the 3 things I'm going to talk to you about today are going to be content, backlinks, and then citations, all right? So content is anything on the front page of your website that Google can crawl through to determine what your website's about and where they should rank you. And that has to do with all the text on the front page, as well as all the text behind your images, as well as what your images are saved as. Now, content is king in this industry, and you're going to want to have at least 1,500 words, but probably closer to 2,000 when you're targeting for plumbers in Fort Worth, just because it's a competitive niche. And that's more of an authoritative site in Google's eyes. So looking at your website, first off, it's obvious to see this is a really, really good looking website. I love that you have the Christian fish up here. That shows a lot of your identity. This is a great website. It looks really beautiful. As far as the content goes on the front page, you're going to want to boost it up a bit. I'm guessing you probably have 300 to 400 words. Let me see. You're going to want to have, again, like I said, 1,500 to 2,000 words. Yeah, you're sitting at about 400. So you're going to want to have about 1,500 to 2,000 words on that front page to make sure that you're considered authoritative. And make sure you're stuffing it with keywords that have to do with Fort Worth plumbing. So like Fort Worth. Yeah, nothing really popping up as far as Fort Worth plumbers. So that's what you're going to want to do. The next thing, we'll show you your competition. Joiner Plumbing, they're extremely high ranked in Fort Worth. They're sitting closer to 600, 700 words. So again, 1,500 words, easily dominate them. Clearwater Plumbing, they're closer to about 1,000 words. I've never seen them before. Again, you want to dominate these guys, I would go to that 1,500 word mark. Make sure that you're completely beating them, blowing them out of the water. The next thing you want to look at is backlinks. The reason why you want to look at backlinks is that's the second part of the puzzle for ranking organically, because content is king, but Google's also like a popularity contest. And so they're looking at how many other websites are pointing back to you with links that are driving traffic from their website to yours. And not all links are created equal. You're going to get a much higher return on investment from links that come from plumbing contractors than you would from like Pizza Hut, right? Because you don't do anything with pizza. So I use this tool to check out the back end of websites. It's called Ahrefs, and it costs about $1,000 a month depending on what plan you use, but it gives you a lot of really valuable data as far as search engine optimization. So it shows for the past 3 months you have slowly declined, then hit a cliff and dropped off, and slowly declined again, kind of pulling back up here at the end here. Shows you have 37 websites pointing at you with 220 backlinks, and you've lost 3 of those over the past month. You're gonna want to boost that up because Joiner Plumbing has a lot more traffic than you, and they've only got a few more websites pointing back at them. 660 backlinks coming from those 42 websites. The next guy's up, Clearwater. They got 94 people pointing back at them, with 1,300 backlinks coming from those 94 websites. So again, you want to get that traffic. It's not going to be something that happens overnight, but you want to go, and a good strategy for doing this is clicking on whatever websites are pointing at them, checking it out, and then adding on those same ones. So like, anyone here that has to do with plumbing, you're going to want to take that callapplumber.net. That's a really good one. Add those on, take all their links, and then add on more to give yourself a nice space cushion. So what I'd recommend in your industry, at least 100 to 150 websites pointing back at you. That'll make sure you completely dominate that marketplace. The last thing you're going to want to look at is citations. Now, the reason why we look at citations is citations are what get you here into the Google Map Pack. And the Google Map Pack is where people go typically when they need an emergency plumber now. Like if they're ready to spend money and they're going to be a customer, they just go here and they click on the very first thing that pops up. To get in here, like I said, it's citations. Citations are anywhere where your name, your address, and your phone number are listed in different directories. You might be asking, what are directories? How do I get into them? They're just websites that allow businesses to list their names. So the ones you might recognize really easily are Facebook, obviously. You've got Yelp, you've got Yext, the older ones from back in the day, White Pages, Yellow Pages. So what we like to do with our clients is we go and check out all of the competition, figure out what directories they're listed in, list ourselves in those same directories, and then add on another 30 to 40% on top of that to give yourself a nice space cushion so they can't catch up, and you take all those immediate customers right here. So that's all I've got for you. I hope you found this video to be informative. I went over content. Again, get yourself to about 1,500 words on your front page. Backlinks, you're going to want to have at least 100 to 150 websites pointing back to you within the plumbing niche. And then citations. Again, just take your competitors' directories that they're listing in, go list yourself in those same exact ones. The majority of them are free, and then add more on top of that. So if you want to take this yourself and apply it to your own website, by all means, be my guest. I can even send you free screenshots of Ahrefs every 2 weeks just off my plan, so you don't have to pay for it, and you can just see how your website's ranking. If you want me to handle this for you and just take care of all this, you can always check out our website. It's SEODallasTexas.com. Here's our phone number, and if you're on mobile, you can click this and it'll go right to our phones too. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.